And also announced, we have Anthony Simon actually on the air with us. Anthony's the general chairman of the Sheet Metal Air Rail Transportation, called SMART, essentially offering union representation to the Long Island Railroad conductors, track workers, car inspectors, car cleaners, the people that actually take the first responders to the hospitals. I think I'm going to say it that way because we've been honoring our first responders. We've been honoring our doctors and our nurses. But I think we've got to think about these folks. And I want Anthony to talk a little bit about that and the fact that these almost are becoming our unsung heroes. Anthony Simon, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on, Tom. This is truly an honor to recognize the frontline workers as well as all Long Island Railroad employees for a job that they're doing that is second to none. Unsung heroes is a great word for it. We are coming in, no matter what the circumstances are, putting their own health and risk on the line to get these amazing nurses, doctors, and EMS and police and fire to and from safely, and they're doing it. So you recognizing them that way is very much appreciated.
Well, you know, again, there's so many here, but when we think about the fact of public transportation and how important that is, because the folks got to get to save the lives. They have to get somewhere. And without one, you can't have the other one. And that's my thought. Now, I would ask this because I'm hearing of some of the folks who are contracting COVID-19 because they're not home like a lot of people are. And I thank God for the people that are home. The social distancing tends to work. Your people cannot really do that. I mean, it's almost impossible. Anthony, do you have any numbers on anybody that has contracted the coronavirus?
Right now, our employees on the Long Island, it looks like from late last night's stats, probably 145 are positive. We currently have roughly 300 quarantined. And with that, families are affected. Frontline crews are, concerned about bringing this home to their families, their children, their elderly, their moms, their dads, but yet they're still answering the call. They're still coming in. The concerns they have are legitimate concerns. I have concerns for them. We're working together with the railroad, with the upper management at the railroad. We're working with them to do whatever we can to protect them. I think it's a joint effort, and it has to be a joint effort. And I think we're going to do I know we're going to do all we can to make sure they're protected. But their families matter to us. But yet, these frontline conductors and these track workers who are continuing the projects, these car cleaners who are cleaning, you name it, everybody that's out there as a railroad employee right now on the front lines are putting their health second to getting everybody where they need to be. I could not be prouder of the job that they're doing. Also, at the same time, being concerned for their health and their own well-being. It's just truly amazing.
I'm glad you're on, and I'm glad the folks are listening to this because, again, and many times we're not even thinking of this aspect of this national health crisis that we're in right now. So, of course, it brings me to the next concern. Do you folks have the personal protection that you need? Do the conductors and the people that are in the trains, the people that are cleaning the trains have to do that? They have to be cleaned. I mean, I know the airlines are doing the same thing, but are you getting what you need in order for your folks to stay reasonably safe? You gave us a number, 145. I'm not happy about that. I'm sure you're not, and so on. So there is a certain element of risk. But what about the equipment? Are you getting what you folks need?
Right now, the communication, in my opinion, between upper management and our unions, I think has been good. I think it's been better than good at times. I think when the equipment is needed, we're getting it. I'm not going to say that at times we don't run short because of the amount of equipment that's being asked for throughout the states and throughout the country. I think right now we have a good stockpile of it. Our conductors have access to it. And if there's an issue, they have access to a union official 24/7. We are literally around the clock making sure they get what they need. Management is answering that call when we call them to give them that. We do run short, whether it be sanitizer or stuff like that. But as soon as it comes in, it's distributed. It's put out there, and we're making sure of that. We also have to understand that, union officials out there are around the clock trying to help the carrier to deliver service to these frontline healthcare workers. I could not be prouder of them for doing the job that they're doing just to maintain around-the-clock availability to our membership. It's been a monumental task, but I think we're handling it professionally. again, we are professionals, and our members are just amazing. And when they need the PPE, they call us. If there's something not there, we will jump on it immediately. And management has been pretty responsive to that on the Long Island Railroad.
Yeah, I know a lot of the membership, they speak very highly of you because you are the face of the Long Island Railroad conductors and the track workers and the car inspectors and everybody affiliated with that, because I think that's the importance of a union official, of someone who represents those folks. Do you ever get a chance to talk to them one-on-one? What are their personal fears about this or the stresses that they're going under? I mean, there's got to be a lot there. You know, taking away negotiations or taking away talking to upper management, but what's the real time in this thing? What are the real concerns that they give to you on a face-to-face?
That's a great question. I have been out there. I'm currently in my office right now, and I have gone out on the trains. I have spoken to conductors. I went into the shops yesterday to speak to some of our car cleaners and car inspectors. Their concerns are real. They're concerns that I would personally have. You know, can I bring this home? Does the company care about us? We're frontline employees. We're put in harm's way. You know, they want to know that they're being looked after, and that's a good question, and I want to be able to give those answers because I want them to be looked after. I want them to be taken care of. I care about their families. I care about them, and I think me being out there and letting them know personally, you know, I can put together a video and email, and it just doesn't send it home as much as me being on the front lines with them to tell them that I'm here for them. I think their concerns are legitimate. They're going out there. They're putting themselves and their health at risk. They're doing that to deliver service. We're essential employees, absolutely, 100%, and we always deliver. It never ceases to amaze me how much we deliver, but they are concerned. They don't want to bring it home to their younger children. They don't want to bring it home to their older parents. They don't want to bring it home to a sick relative or something like that. So it's very difficult, and it's very stressful. You know, when you know Long Island Railroad employees are normally the ones that get the bad press, I'd like to see them get some really, really good ones on this one, because at this point, we came and we stepped up once again. They stepped up once again, and I feel their pain, I feel their concerns, and I'm going to continue, you know, to go out there. I'm going to continue to engage them, and any of their concerns, I'm going to address. There is not one concern that I would think is not worth addressing.
Now, as we go forward, actually a couple more minutes to our discussion. As we go forward, this is going to be over. We know this, Anthony. The coronavirus is going to be over, and we're going to get that treatment. We're going to get that vaccine, and America's going to go back to work again. We know that because that's our spirit. But as you go forward and you start to think about this, is there anything that can be put in permanently in a contract or an agreement with upper management that will protect the folks in the future? Because everyone says this is unprecedented. You know it and I know it. No one anticipated that. Anthony Simon can't tell me 3 months ago you saw this coming, because I don't think anybody saw this coming. But is there anything that you could see that could be permanently written in so that these folks can be protected for future negotiations maybe?
Well, you know, I said to myself when this first started that obviously negotiations I would not discuss or would not go down that road, because the first priority is the health of our workers right now and the health of the riding public and all that. But with that said, I mean, obviously I think they're on the front lines, and I think, you know, hazard pay would always be something to talk about. They're talking about it nationally now. They're talking about it. Senator Schumer brought it up with this, you know, with the extra pay for essential employees. And I hope Congress looks into that, and I hope the Senate, you know, understands what that's all about. So there's a lot of different things, type of protection, type of better cleaning possibly, maybe add to the cleaning ranks. There's a lot of things that go through my mind right now. My priority is making sure that our employees stay healthy and we don't lose anybody to this deadly disease like the unfortunate losses at the TWU, that our hearts go out to them and to their families. Those working men and women that have lost their lives and families have been broken apart because of this, I think is just so traumatic and so sad that I think we focus on that. I can worry about the demands or the things that I want to add to the contract later on. I want to make sure that all of our brothers and sisters throughout the entire agency gets home safe to their families and are able to beat this virus.
Again, well said, and the sacrifices that are being made right now. Anthony, before I let you go, final word to your membership. There are a lot of folks out there. They're listening right now. They're in the conductors. They're doing all of what they need to do to move Long Island so that they can be, all our essential folks can be where they're going to be because of who you represent. You have any final words to your membership?
Sure. To all the Long Island Railroad employees and to specifically our membership who are moving Long Island, I've said it over and over again. I could not be prouder. I am humbled by the work that they are doing. I pray for your families, that they all stay safe. And I give you my word, I will fight tooth and nail to make sure that you are all protected as much as humanly possible. And I will be out there on the front lines with you, and I will not stop fighting to keep you protected. And God bless you all, and thank you for the service that you perform. And I hope everybody recognizes this and recognizes the work that you are doing and thanks you when they see you, because they should.
I think they're going to do that now. Anthony Simon, General Chairman of SMART, the Sheet Metal and Air and Rail Transportation. Thank you, Anthony. You have a great day and stay healthy, my friend.
Thank you. You as well.